If your benzoyl peroxide keeps making your skin red, tight, shiny, flaky, or more broken out, this video might completely change how you treat your acne. Because most women are told use the strongest percentage possible, but the science actually shows something shocking. 10% benzoyl peroxide may damage your skin barrier far more without clearing acne better than lower strengths. And there's one mistake almost everyone makes with benzoyl peroxide that can accidentally trigger irritation, fake purging, and even worsen acne scarring. I'm going to show you exactly what the science says, which concentrations actually work, and why dermatologists often get this part wrong. Hi there, my name is Cheryl Woodman. I'm a scientist, acne expert, and award-winning skincare formulator, here to help you get back to your clear, calm, confident skin. I used to struggle with cystic jawline acne. It was so angry and red, and it used to take months to heal. I also struggled with loads of comedonal forehead acne, and you can see a little of that here. I deleted so many photos of my skin back then because I hated my skin, so I don't have many photos to show you, but these are a few that somehow survived. And if I'm being honest, these are cropped from big group photos. So what you're seeing is not only when I'm wearing makeup, but also on a 2013 camera phone, when you actually had to carry around a real camera if you wanted to get good photos. Benzoyl peroxide was the first acne treatment a pharmacist handed me, but he did so while telling me, but be careful, it can bleach your skin. I was so embarrassed. I bought that bottle of benzoyl peroxide face wash, it was actually Panoxyl, and I hid it in the back of my bathroom cupboard and never used it. I just had no clue what would help and what would hurt my skin. I so desperately wanted to get clear, but I also had so much fear of making it worse. This is the advice I wish had existed when I was in my darkest moments with acne. The advice I'm so happy I can share with you so you can make better decisions than me. Because there's very clear science on benzoyl peroxide for acne, and most women are using the wrong concentration, which accidentally makes acne worse. Their derm or doctor often tells them to just push through the purge, when actually it's not purging at all. It's extreme irritation, and extreme irritation makes acne scarring way, way worse. And in a few minutes, I'm going to show you the one benzoyl peroxide mistake that can quietly keep your skin inflamed for months without you realizing it. So before I show you the shocking science that busts this benzoyl peroxide concentration myth, let me introduce the benzoyl peroxide acne treatments you might be considering. First, the most popular, Panoxyl. This is the one I was given, the 10% acne foaming wash, which also comes as a 10% acne treatment bar. There's also now a lower 4% acne creamy wash option. Then there are these other common leave-on treatments. Go-tos like Acne Side, which is 5%, Duac, which comes in 3 and 5%, and Epiduo, which is 2.5%. Have you been using any of these? Or maybe you have a prescription for one? The secret is concentration matters big time, and because of that, some of these acne treatments are super likely to make your acne worse long term. See, benzoyl peroxide is what us scientists call an oxidant. Just like this science paper tells us, a super powerful oxidant. I bet you've heard of antioxidants in skincare, right? They help to anti-age your skin, to make your skin brighter, to stop fine lines and wrinkles, all the things we want to give us the antioxidants. Well, oxidants like benzoyl peroxide, they do the opposite of that. They damage and kill stuff like the bacteria on your skin. That's how they can temporarily help to stop the acne cycle. But they do it in a big cost to your skin. More about that cost soon. Look, I'll level with you. Doctors and derms love benzoyl peroxide. It's likely the first prescription they'll give you because unlike antibiotics, benzoyl peroxide works on antibiotic-resistant bacteria, Plus, it can help prevent the emergence of antibiotic-resistant bacteria. It has benefits. But just like any toxic relationship where it can be the best boyfriend ever and then suddenly the worst, benzoyl peroxide can wreck your skin barrier and make acne worse, especially when the concentration is just way too high. And I'll tell you exactly what that concentration is soon. See, this science paper is special. It got results you need to know about to protect your skin against benzoyl peroxide damage. See, most women think 10% benzoyl will work best. I did too, until I saw this. This image is an acne bacteria growth test. See these white splotches? These are acne bacteria which haven't been mixed with benzoyl peroxide. They're what we call the control test. Now see here, where the scientist has written concentration. Do you see the 1.25% and the 5% and the 10%? This is where benzoyl peroxide of 1.25%, 5% and 10% has been left for 1 minute with acne bacteria. So take this 1.25% concentration here. Can you see anything? Can you see any acne bacteria like in the white splotch of the control? You can't, right? Just like you can't see anything at 10% either. There seems to be zero acne bacteria at any concentration of benzoyl peroxide after just 1 minute of contact. That's super quick. So it looks like you would never need to risk a harsh 10% benzoyl peroxide treatment that might destroy your skin barrier and cause you major flare-ups, because 1.25% works just as well. But appearances can be deceptive, so let's look at the real kill rates. How much benzoyl peroxide do you really need to kill off acne bacteria? And can you use it at a safe level where it won't destroy your skin barrier? This science study tells us with just 1 minute of contact with benzoyl peroxide at 1.25%, 70% of acne bacteria vanished. That's just 1 minute, and 70% of all the acne bacteria on your skin are gone. Now, what I'm about to show you next is the part most people, including a lot of derms, completely overlook. And honestly, it changes everything about how you should use benzoyl peroxide. At 2.5% benzoyl peroxide for again just 1 minute, over 93% of the acne bacteria have been killed. And at 5% and 10%, 100% of all the acne bacteria on your skin are gone. Here's what that looks like. Love me a visual bar chart over words any day. Maybe this makes it easier for you to see too. All concentrations of benzoyl peroxide have major kill rates at just 1 minute of contact time. So the myth that 10% benzoyl peroxide is best or most effective is just not true. And the science proves it. But I need you to know something really important. Not all acne bacteria are bad. Actually, acne bacteria live on everyone's skin. It's only when they dominate your skin's microbiome that you start to see acne. So killing off 100% of all the acne bacteria might not be the best thing. So you now know 10% benzoyl peroxide, even in a face wash, like the Panoxyl Acne Face Wash, is just not necessary. And that if you use a product like this, the only thing you're doing is causing more irritation and more damage to your skin barrier. That can result in flare-ups and deeper acne scarring. The fact is, just 2.5% benzoyl peroxide works very effectively to kill off acne bacteria with just 1 minute of contact with your skin. If you're like, whoa, no one ever told me this, thank you, Cheryl. Will you please give this video a like so I can help more women with acne get back to their clear, calm, happy skin? Thank you. Okay, but what level of benzoyl peroxide is safe? What level of benzoyl peroxide will kill off acne bacteria but not ruin your skin barrier? Well, this study tells us exactly the answer, but before I reveal exactly what you should do, I need to tell you something. In my opinion, using benzoyl peroxide to get rid of your acne is exactly like being in a toxic relationship. On one hand, for some women, at the beginning, it can dramatically clear their skin. They feel like, oh my goodness, this is my holy grail. Finally, something that works. This is the love bombing stage, and it feels so good. It breaks all your defenses, and you get attached really quick. Then months later, sometimes sooner, your skin just starts to feel grumpy. It feels redder, angrier. Your skin might be peeling. It feels tight. Like you can feel your face when you move it, and breakouts might be starting to come back. This is the gaslighting stage, the stage where you know benzoyl peroxide isn't good for you, but you can't bear to not have it in your life. You feel like you need it, like the decision is between either being alone with acne that makes you want to hide, or being with benzoyl peroxide and dry, red, angry, sensitive skin. So while benzoyl peroxide tries to kid you, it's not the culprit. You stay trapped, struggling, never feeling like you can leave. That's why I never recommend it to the women I work with, and you won't see it anywhere in my Acne Warrior program. But what you will see is a benzoyl peroxide wind down guide. Because even though I'm not a fan of benzoyl peroxide, I also do not ever want you to go cold turkey. Because here's the thing, when you go cold turkey, your skin will feel sweet relief. Your skin will feel calmer and happier and more hydrated. You'll be like, whoa, thank goodness I stopped. But then weeks later, your skin is likely to start getting more oily and the breakouts are likely to start coming back fast. That's because benzoyl peroxide never fixed the reason acne bacteria were overgrowing in the first place. Only when you fix the reason acne bacteria are overgrowing, reasons like hormone imbalances, then your skin will get clear, calm and glowy again and stay that way. That's why I always ask the women I work with to stay on benzoyl peroxide if they're currently using it. They stay on the treatment until we've balanced their hormones, healed their gut, corrected for metabolic changes and nutrient deficiencies. Put this another way, until they've found their body balance again. Then we start to wind down benzoyl peroxide in a very specific way. That's why my Acne Warrior program has a step-by-step guide for this, and it's how you stop the pain of rebound breakouts. I'll leave the details in the description for you. Okay, so now you know even a 2.5% benzoyl peroxide face wash is likely effective enough to kill off most of the acne bacteria on your skin. And that means you're definitely ditching the 10% panoxyl face wash, right? But what about those leave-on benzoyl peroxide treatments like Acne-Side, Duac, and Epiduo? There's one we can cross off right now, and can you see which one? It's Acne-Side. At 5%, this is way too strong for a leave-on treatment. Do you remember how 5% benzoyl peroxide only needed 1 minute with your skin to kill 100% of all acne bacteria? It's like an exterminating Dalek. So why would you ever want to leave this majorly irritating skincare active on your skin for the whole day? That's just not a good idea. That's what can cause you dryness, irritation, redness, scaly snake skin, sensitivity, and potentially huge irritation-induced flare-ups. If you want to help save other women from this skin barrier mistake, please will you hit subscribe. That really helps the YouTube algorithm share this video with more women like you. Thank you. Right, now let's look at these other concentrations. We have Duac at 3 and 5% and Epiduo at 2.5. Back to that science study because it has something very interesting to tell us about leave-on products containing benzoyl peroxide, and it will change the way you use these products forever. So let me read this with you and then I'll get rid of all this science gook after. Okay, so the median contact time to the bactericidal effect of all C. acnes isolates at 1.25, 2.5, 5 and 10% benzoyl peroxide was at least 60 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 seconds and 30 seconds respectively. This is major. This study is looking at leave-on benzoyl peroxide treatments and how long different concentrations take to kill 100% of all acne bacteria. Remember, 100% kill rate isn't always a good thing. Your skin needs some acne bacteria to be healthy. Well, these results show something shocking. They show that a 2.5 treatment like Epiduo needs just 15 minutes of contact time with your skin to kill 100% of all acne bacteria, which makes it seem crazy that Duac also offers a 5% concentration, right? Even at 3%, you'll be killing everything off in minutes. But here's the really shocking part. This study revealed something about contact time that completely changed how I think benzoyl peroxide should be used. My opinion is, if you're going to go into a toxic relationship, let's have you there for the least amount of time possible. That's why I'm an advocate for something called short contact therapy. It means that if you use a product like Duac, you apply it, leave it on your skin for 15 minutes, and then wash it right off. Short contact therapy. That means you can kill off the acne bacteria and cause the least amount of damage to your skin barrier. But there's one more step to this, a super overlooked part of protecting your skin barrier, and it's to make sure the skincare you use after isn't in conflict with benzoyl peroxide. To make sure you avoid the skin barrier nightmare, get your copy of my free benzoyl peroxide compatibility matrix. I'll leave the link to get yours in the description. Now, even with all of that said, there are some women whose skin should never be exposed to benzoyl peroxide because for certain acne types and certain damaged skin barriers, benzoyl peroxide doesn't just irritate your skin. It can actually trap you in a cycle of more inflammation, more breakouts, more redness, and this is the worst one, deeper acne scarring. And the scary part, most women think this reaction is just purging. It's not. So before you keep using benzoyl peroxide treatments, you need to check whether your skin is one of the types most at risk. That's exactly what I break down in this next video right here. If you're watching this before I've released that video, you'll see the subscribe button here. Click that and turn on your notifications because then you'll get answers as soon as possible. See you there.